afternoon, folks. Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a walk video, but in this case with some commentary along the way, where we will focus a little bit on the cruise industry, actually, the cruise ships. And I'm right now at the part where the Norwegian Joy, the cruise ship, is docked. This cruise ship has been here for a couple of months and docked, waiting to get back in service for the Norwegian cruise lines. Now, normally the cruise ships don't dock or don't park with this direction, so lately they have been doing that. I'm not sure why exactly. A lot of the cruise ships have been pointing, what would it be, pointing west in this case. And I'm going to try to cross this street, which is pretty busy. Now, where this one is docked, normally there aren't too many. In, let's say, normal times, there wouldn't be too many cruise ships, so you wouldn't have to walk that far from port to the city center. But yeah, this one has been there. As I said, it's a big one. It has been with us for quite a few months, actually. And occasionally it does go out to sea, I assume, for regular checkups on the motors and make sure that everything is working right. I'm not an expert on those things, obviously, but that's what I'm assuming. Just as with an airplane, for example, if it stays for too long on the ground, they will have to do lots of maintenance before they can get back into service. Now, my excuses for the traffic noise, that's something I have no control over, but I do hope that this sound can come as good as possible for you guys. I am going to walk a little bit around Oranjestad today. I don't know how long this walk is going to be exactly, but I'm going to try to zigzag. Really? I'm going to try to zigzag a little bit through the city, or at least the port side of the city. Maybe not the main street, I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see how far and how quickly this one can go. Now, this pathway, this walkway rather, was built a couple years back, and I thought it was, they did a fine job with it. The palm trees have always been a thing here on the, what we call the boulevard. The boulevard leads to all of the hotels, so the low-rise and high-rise hotels. Now we also have the Wativos Boulevard, which is the road that was inaugurated at the end of 2019. So that's a quicker way to get to your hotels, mostly. And this one is the gas station, obviously, which is the Boulevard gas station, referred to many times. If you want to get gas, if you need gas for your car, then this one is the one that's open most of the time. Like, I don't know if currently they're still open 24 hours. So much has changed during the pandemic, and they may not be open 24 hours, but they used to be. So maybe at some point they will be, by the time maybe you watch this video later on, you know, you might have it again doing the 24 hours thing. Now, today we have the Celebrity Summit, also here in port. This one is with passengers on board. And we also have the Freewinds, which is the home port for the Freewinds here in Aruba. I'll talk a little bit more about them in a bit. Let me just go to this side where, while they are closed right now, at night you can find some food trucks here in this area. And I haven't done vlogs on them. Obviously I haven't done vlogs on many things yet, but I've been looking to try them out. I have to be honest, I haven't tried anything else here, but as you can see, this one for example has sushi, it has hot dog and chorizos, sausages and such things. During the day you can find a few of these shacks, you could say, that are open for, say, a fruit juice, maybe the local pastiche, you can find it here, and empanada, I see, bread. So definitely you can go and come and grab something, and certainly a lot cheaper than the hotel areas. I'm going to briefly walk into this market. It's called the local market, by the way, where you can get souvenirs, all kinds of souvenirs here if you are looking to buy something to remember your trip, or to bring some gifts for those back home that missed this trip to Aruba. Now this is the place to come. There is some music here. I'm trying to not get copyrighted by YouTube, and so I'm gonna try to avoid as much as possible the music areas. That's a pretty nice looking tunnel. That's of course of the 443s. And so yeah, I do recommend coming here if you're looking for your souvenirs. Certainly is a place that you would get just about most of them. There is another spot which we will be heading to next, or not next, but we will be heading to in this video, and I'll be showing you that area also. Now here on the left you will find more of these small shacks or snack. I wouldn't call them trucks because they're not trucks, but they sell all kinds of things. So if you do want to try something local or from all of the nationalities that live here, you can definitely come here and pick up some pretty interesting fresh juices for certain shakes. And this one is the Habibi food truck that I did a vlog on. I don't know if you've seen that video, but it's closed right now. I think it opens around 4 p.m. so if you're in this area, certainly you can grab something here. Now apart from the market, you can also find this that some of you have asked me about, where this is situated, this big chair Aruba. Now this is the one. And it's pretty popular with Instagram, but as you can see, it's almost with the back to the intersection, so that's why sometimes people cannot find it. But the local market is actually was mostly built for the excuses. I keep having some silent moments because I'm not sure you guys gonna hear me with all those trucks going by. And my excuses is something I do not have control over. So the market was built geared to the cruise industry mostly, but of course if you're staying at the hotel, I do recommend coming here. You're probably gonna get a lot better deals here in the city. Now I do see that there is you could probably buy some coconut water here, fresh coconut, and also apparently coconut ice cream. So in this area you can find lots of those snacks or shacks. I'm gonna try to cross here. Let's see, and let's go and not get run over by a car. Another interesting thing that maybe I could mention is that, say you are, it's late, everything or most everything is closed. The gas station does have a food shop, so you could come here and grab a few things. Sometimes they do have hot items, but it's mostly like chips and things like that. Chips, sodas, beer. So you could certainly come and buy a few things here as well. So the Norwegian Joy is certainly a very, very cruise ship. Now, last night we had yesterday we had the, what was it? The Royal Caribbean Odyssey of the Seas, which is even bigger than this one, than the Norwegian Joy, and it was certainly beautiful. I have posted photos of it on my Instagram in case you guys want to check it out. And yeah, that was probably the biggest that's been back so far. And this one is the popular I Love Aruba sign. This is the biggest one, so if you want to come and take a photo here. Now there were a couple of them around the island, and I'm not sure where each and every one of them is situated right now, but this one is certainly one of the most popular ones because of its size. And this area was revamped, I would say, not per se renovated, but it was revamped. They made a lot of changes for the buses, for the taxis. They made somewhat of a small park, beautiful, nice place, and that was done in the last maybe 5 to 8 years ago. The Free Winds, which is this one, is so Aruba is the home port for the Free Winds cruise. Now these are the rails of the tram that I am not sure they're running every day now. I do believe not, but I have seen it moving around lately a little bit more. This is the turnaround point for the tram. And this is the gate where you head to your cruise ship. That's the entrance of the port. Now we're gonna go through this other market, which is right at the exit of the cruise terminal. And you can find more items here. So I can see a few things at $1. Let's see what's at $1, right? Let's go shopping for a bit. $2, $1. That I Love Aruba street sign is pretty cool. And you're probably not gonna see my face today in the vlog. My intention is not to show my face today, but rather walk with you. I have had a few that have asked me about doing such a video, a vlog video with commentary along the way, and I think that this one is certainly one of those that I can help you with that. Other vlog videos I definitely plan to continue as a as a more relaxing, especially the ones at the beach. I don't think there's much explanation that can be given with those vlogs. Now, all over the island, and certainly in the capital of Oranjestad, you find these signs now, and it will tell you more or less, like the hotel area, the Surfside Beach is 2.3 kilometers away. So if you want to walk that from the port, it's a little bit of walking. I would take a taxi for that. And then the museum and the main street, also more or less where they are situated. There are also signs with things to do, 5 must-see places, for example. Map of the area will tell you where you are. And the shopping, of course. We also have pigeons. So the tram does go from the cruise terminal. I don't know, again, I don't know if right now it is doing that. I don't think there is enough traffic for it to be doing that. Probably it might be, sorry, I'm turning around again, but it might be departing from somewhere back there. But I'm not gonna go back there right now. It's not too interesting for you guys. Now the capital is, if I'm honest, it's mostly with jewelry shops, especially those that are close to the port. Music. Yeah, it's mostly with jewelry and souvenir shops. As you saw, there are also these bikes that you can rent and move along around the city, if that's an option for you. We have these back streets also with some more shops and some cafes. A lot of shops have gone down, they have closed. As you know, it's still the pandemic and things are getting back to normal, but this is certainly not normal yet, and things are maybe better compared to other islands, or maybe better compared to other places, but certainly not easy yet for the economy, especially here in the capital, where it's certainly missing its cruise passengers. And many who stay at the hotels, sometimes they don't want to really come and shop here. Now these blue horses are mostly all over the city, and there is more or less a history behind it, why they put them there. And one of the main reasons is that they are referring to the Paardenbaai, or the horse bay, which is the reason why they put them. I'm sorry, someone just said hi to me, and that's part of doing this video, these type of videos, that you do get to see people come and say hi, and they kind of realize I'm filming. So that's part of what can happen when you do these type of videos. Now this one is the Royal Plaza, which you can also find more jewelry stores. Tommy Hilfiger is here, and some of the other ones. I see many stores are closed now, but certainly still enough reasons for you to come here and walk around. Certainly nice buildings and such. Over here they're finishing the, how do you call it, the condos that will be for sale soon, and they are fixing it. You can grab some coffee here at the Nespresso. I am somewhat addicted to coffee. Let me just show you briefly the beach back here. It's not a beach where I would recommend anyone to swim really, but I guess you could. It's not by any means the best, but it is in the city. It's pretty much the only place that you can come and swim. Let's get back to the street side now. And so this is the third place that you can come for your souvenirs. And this one, years ago, used to be a fruit market where the small Venezuelan boats used to bring fruit over to Aruba, and they used to dock their boats right where we were at the beach. They were docking right there and putting all their fruits and vegetables here in port. So everybody, like the local ladies and families were coming here to buy really cheap fruits and vegetables. But in the meantime, this has changed, this area, and it's now a souvenir place also, mostly. So certainly taking you for almost like a shopping trip today. There are many things. I'm trying to walk away a little bit from the music again. In Aruba, we love our music, and there are almost no shops that wouldn't have music. That would be very strange to have a shop that doesn't have music. So we are moving more and more into the area where you can find the Renaissance Hotel, which originally used to be, probably some of you might remember, it used to be originally the Sonesta Hotel or Sonesta Resort. Now this cafe, this restaurant bar, is actually a Dutch bar, which is pretty interesting. I'm not gonna get inside because first of all, I don't have the permits to film inside, and second, there's some music also. But if you wanna come and try some good Dutch beer and Dutch food, this is certainly the place you wanna come and take some photos also, of course. As for tourist information, this is the booth you want to be at. Now, especially when there are cruise ships in port, it's going to be open. I have seen them open, and there is another one at the Plaza Daniel Leo. That one I have not seen open recently, but it might be. And turning around is the submarine, the Atlantis submarine. This is where you board the boat first, and then they will take you to the submarine. Years ago, there was a Volkswagen, a limousine Volkswagen, on the roof of the paddock on this building. A lot of people remember that. And so now we get to the part where you have the more exclusive and expensive shopping, if that's something you're looking for. you can certainly come and grab your Louis Vuitton, your Prada, your Ralph Lauren, and such and such. This is the place you want to be. This is definitely the place you want to be. This whole mall has a lot of really cool shops for the ladies, especially. If you're a gentleman, you probably don't want to come here. And so all around the city you can find many spots where you can take photos like this one, which is actually mostly showing you that it's a steak and chop house, which is situated up there. Those windows, that's the restaurant that it is referring to mostly. Let's take a brief look back here. I know there's some garbage cans and everything, but I always like to show you the part of where the water is, which is always interesting, right? And so oftentimes we don't really walk back here. So you will probably see a short break in the video. Somehow the camera is acting up on me, so it stopped filming. Good thing I checked it just in time to make sure it's still filming. Now originally I didn't want to make this vlog too long, but they got surf photo there. So yeah, I didn't want to make this vlog too long, but the camera's certainly been acting up, and I'm not sure why. I do have a new camera. I had to buy one recently, and somehow it's not working very well, and it's done that to me already a couple of times. Now this is the Lucy retired surfers bar and restaurant, fairly popular with the music, with the taco and such places. And then this is the mall. You can also cross here from this mall. If you walk till the end, you will more or less start reaching the, how do you call it, the main street, the plaza, where you get to the main street of Oranjestad. And this of course is the Renaissance Aruba Resort and Casino, which, if you are one who is looking for being with the flamingos, this is the hotel you want to stay at. They have that island, so once you stay here you have access to that island, that beach, because the hotel itself in Oranjestad doesn't have one. So years ago when they built it, they had an agreement with the government to get access to that island. And so you go with a boat, which is coming here, by the way. You can see it. That's the boat you take to the Renaissance Island, where the flamingos are situated. I know it's a controversial topic for some, but I'm just telling you more or less what you can expect from staying here at this hotel. And the other one is the Renaissance Suites, I think they call it. Kind of forgot the name right now. Now this area, or this pier, is fairly interesting, at least for the locals like myself, and certainly those who have the age enough to remember the Bali Restaurant, which was more or less like a floating restaurant. And this is where it used to be situated. It burned down, but only partially, and I think that happened twice, and they decided to close it because I think at that time it wasn't doing too well. I've just realized now that they are doing renovations to this boardwalk. So that's why they're doing that. So by the time you come here, probably it's finished. It did indeed look like it needed a renovation the last couple of years, to be honest. So I am happy certainly to see this going on and happening. In case you're wondering what those are, you can dive with those. I haven't done it myself, but you can dive with them. And yeah, some more music. So I'm gonna try to stay a little bit from the boat. But you can also, I know recently some of you have asked me about fishing and all of those things, and I know that from this area some of the fishing trips will leave, so you can rent one of these and they will go with you to it's called deep sea fishing, right? These are what we call the typical Aruban style fish boats. They will go out to sea just like the other boats. They will go to deep sea fishing, believe it or not, and they are locally made out of wood and certainly nice for photos. Now I'm reaching the Seaport area, which is first of all the, how do you call it, the like a mall. Before we continue, I will briefly show you, I don't know how well you can see it, but these are the government's buildings. So the government in the back, the building, the tall building in the back is where the ministers are working from. And here on this right side is the Aruban Parliament. You can see the Dutch flag on the left and the Aruban flag on the right. That's the Parliament of Aruba. So yeah. Should we go where the boats are, or let's see if we can go through the shopping area, which probably will have some music, so that's what I'm a little bit concerned about. Let's see. I already hear some music. Okay, so on this side especially, there are several restaurants. There is a Starbucks also, in case you're into Starbucks coffee. That's one place you can come here. And this is the Cuba's Cooking, which is pretty popular also. As you can see, even during the day, it has a few people eating here. So I definitely hear some loud music, so I can definitely not stay here and film for you guys. But it's certainly a place worth coming, worth spending a little bit of your time to get to know this place. Now I am going to leave this walk up to this point. Maybe in the future I'll be doing another section of Oranjestad with the information like I have given you today. I hope it has been interesting enough for you guys, and in case you need to call home, you probably can go call home from there. No, it's not working. But anyway, I hope that this video was able to give you some information, some view, a different perspective compared to the silent walks that I do. And let me know in the comment box below. I'm certainly open to new ideas. I don't think that I'll be doing talking walk videos all that often, but I certainly will consider it when it's cases like these that I think it's things that I can give you valuable information with or for. All right, see you guys in the next one. Actually, I didn't see you this time, but I promise to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Like and share this video, tell your friends about it, and maybe it can help someone who is planning a trip to Aruba. Bye bye folks, till the next one.